Hi, it's Thursday the 22nd. Look at my bamboo plant. When I first bought that, it was a small thing. Well, of course, it's almost 3 years old and it keeps getting bigger. I always buy a bamboo plant when I move to a new place because it's supposed to be good luck. And there's Vincent hanging out. And the scream, let's not forget the scream in the middle. And there's Salvador. Well, like I said, it's Trisha Knitting Lady. It's Thursday. And it was my last day of work. Yay! It's over. And we'll see what happens next year. I won't have to go back until January if I want to go back. They want me back, though. Not to, what's the word? When you're touting how great you are. I'm pretty knowledgeable with taxes, so. But I don't know if I want to go back. I can't say too much. I can't say the company I work for. It's one of the bigger tax prep companies because you never know what's going to happen in life that I might want to go back. But I'm trying to get away from it because I'm just finding it's so boring. And also, my job was preparing returns and then on the phone taking questions all the time. And you have to know a little bit about all the states and the territories. I had someone call today from the Virgin Islands. Wanted to know little bits and pieces about filing their taxes, and it's a little different for the territories. And enough about that, because like I said, it's boring. Like I dealt with one lady on the phone and we had to figure out how to report her royalties correctly. So, see, people have all different situations. So, I wish I had royalties. If I ever became the famous writer that I always say I want to be. But, enough about that. So that's it. Now I can concentrate on packing and deciding where I want to go next. So they had a dinner before, the building I live in. The manager is very good. He used to have dinners every other month where they would pay for different food and you go down and get a plate and hang out with the residents for a while. Well, now with COVID, we can't hang out with each other, so we just went down and picked up our meal, came back, and they're going to have trivia via Zoom, but I'm not going to do that. So they had spaghetti and meatballs and Caesar salad, cookies, and you could have wine or beer. And I think they had bottled water as well. I grabbed the beer. And I'm not going to drink it right away. I was saying, oh good, I should have a beer to celebrate the end of working. But now I don't feel like drinking it. So it's bottled beer. I can wait till the weekend. And it was like a choice. I was like, do I want that kind or do I want the other kind? Big decision. The guy who lives next to me was teasing me because he saw me. He came down the elevator and he saw me with the beer in my hand. He goes, oh, did you grab that first? No. No, he's good. He can tease me. So it's funny because I can be picky. I really can. I don't like, they had Caesar salad and they had the dressing already on it. I don't like dressing already on my salad. I just took a little bit. And as far as spaghetti and meatballs, the meatballs were okay, you know. I grew up around Italians. I've always had like really good food. So I don't tell people. I mean, the manager was nice enough to do that. But I do miss sitting there and talking to people. He had a assortment of cookies, and I usually don't eat all that stuff because I'm really not supposed to. But I did grab a peanut butter cookie, and it was yummy. So that's my treat. The little things that help, that make me happy. So let's read something from the Daily Book of Positive Quotations. And today for the 22nd is patience, which I don't always have a lot of. So patience is the companion of wisdom by St. Augustine. St. Augustine said that. We live in an impatient world. We do. Believe me, deal with people on the phone with taxes. Impatient. We tap our feet nervously, bite our lips, jiggle the keys in our hand. We don't like to wait, and we don't wait gracefully. When something is bothering us, we want the answer now, not later. We rush into solutions that we haven't thought out well. Wisdom is like bread dough. It needs time to rise. I don't expect everything to happen right this minute, even though I sometimes wish it would. And that's the affirmation. And that brings me to a story. Here I am waving the bookmark, the paper bookmark. This guy was on the phone, and there's something about the premium tax credit, and anyone who doesn't have Affordable Care Act probably doesn't know what that is. But if you have Affordable Care Act and you have 1095A, then you know what I'm talking about. Well, the IRS hasn't come out with a fix for that. There's something not right about the way they're calculating it, and the IRS has to give a fix. Well, they haven't come out with a fix. So this one guy was so impatient. He said, "Can't you do a workaround?" I said, "No, I can't, because it's not right. And I won't do that. I mean, you know, the certification I have to abide by certain ethics. And I'm not getting myself fined, and the fines are pretty steep for that. I just refuse to do it. And it wouldn't be right. Anyway, the IRS would kick that back. So he says to me, "Well, I'm not happy I can't file my taxes." I said, "Well, you have until May 17th, and you could always file an extension. It's not your fault. It's not our fault. It's the IRS who is not making up their mind what to do about it." "Well, I'm not happy. I'm going to call my lawyer." And it took everything I could not to laugh. "Yeah, call your lawyer." "Go ahead. I'm scared." I could just hear the lawyer saying, "What? What do you want?" Oh dear, people are so impatient. And like one guy called up and he says, "Where's my refund?" "I have no idea, buddy." I didn't say that to him. I said, "I don't know. When did you file your taxes?" And he told me, and I go, "Well, you still have time." "Well, that's not what they said. They said it would take." I said, "Well," I felt like saying, "Don't you read the paper? Don't you know the IRS is dealing with so many things right now? They're not issuing the refunds so quickly, especially if you have anything complicated." And I remember the old days where you just mail everything in, and you would wait months sometimes for an answer or a refund. And that's the way it was. And people were used to that. Now everything's instant, you know. Return gets e-filed. You want to return, you know, you want your refund right away. Boom, 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 boom. No. Okay, and what's the affirmation for tomorrow, April 23rd? And this is a good one too. Talking instead of doing. A meowing cat catches no mice. That's true. It's a Yiddish proverb. Talk, talk, talk. Sometimes we spend more time talking about what we want to do than actually doing it. We may need reassurance that we're on the right track, or we're hoping for someone to give us advice, or we just find it easier to talk than to actually take that first step. And the affirmation is, I'll make sure that I'm actually doing things, not just talking about doing them. Yes. So that's why I had to stop talking and really get down to packing. In my horoscope, I always read my horoscope according to the Chinese horoscope. I'm a dragon. But it said, today is a great day for bounding into unexplored territory. So I have to expand my mind and think of other things to do besides taxes. And this is a little known fact. Which nails grow the fastest? And that's your middle finger. So when you give somebody your middle finger, you can look at your fingernail and go, I see you're growing. No, not really. I got a sixth sense of humor. So I know my middle finger is the finger that breaks the fastest. I have such weak nails. They get to a decent length, and sure enough, they break. And I've taken gelatin, I've done all this stuff. It's been that way since I was little. My mother had very strong nails, and I remember her making me drink all this gelatin stuff to make my nails stronger. Never worked. So fingernails grow at an average rate of 3.47 millimeters per month. And usually the fingernails on your dominant hand, which is my right hand, grow faster. But I don't find that. I find my nails on my left hand grow faster. So I guess I'm backwards. Nothing new about that. Okay. We missed the birthdays for yesterday. It was April 21st. In 1980, Tony Romo was born. I think he's a football player. 1951, Tony Danza. I didn't think Tony Danza's older than me. He is. And it was Queen Elizabeth II's birthday. She was 95. She was born in 1926. And Samuel Langhorne Clemens died in Reading, Connecticut, and he's also known as Mark Twain. He died in 1910. And yesterday, on April 21st, now this is sad news, 2016, Prince was found dead in his Minnesota home. I always liked Prince. Cause of death was accidental overdose of the opium fentanyl. He was born Prince Rogers Nelson, named after his father's jazz combo. Both his parents were musicians. And he wrote hits for other singers. He wrote I Fell For You. Shaka Khan sang that. Manic Monday, remember that song by the Bangles? He wrote that. Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor. I didn't know he wrote that. And today is the birthday of Jack Nicholson. I always liked Jack Nicholson. He was born in 1937. He hasn't made a movie in a long time. I guess he's older, and I bet he's just made his money. But he seemed like such a character. Or he probably is still a character. And J. Robert Oppenheimer, the one who worked on was it atomic bomb? I know one of the bombs. 1904 to 1967. So he died young. And that's about it for that. I can really start working on I'm still working on my crochet blanket, and tomorrow I'm going to get together with friends at Panera's, and I'm going to work on my sweater. Hopefully I can finish the sleeves. Now, the giveaways. Friday, which is tomorrow, I'm going to announce the winner of the 4 books. There's 3 crocheting books and 1 knitting book. Of course, the one knitting book is little Christmas characters. Sunday is the drawing for the quilting book and the fabric folding. So just a reminder, if you want to do that, if you want to be entered in a drawing, please tell me your name and which set of books you want. So I don't get too confused because I'm easily confused. And I will have more drawings because as I'm packing, I'll find more stuff. I do have one in mind, but I have to find the thing that goes, it's a book, but there's something that goes with it. So hopefully I can find it. And if I can't find it, I might just give away the book anyway, but there's, it's a crocheting, it's kind of a crocheting hook. I'm not sure what you would call it, but I have the book that goes with it. And that's about it. Nothing else is going on. It's a little chilly here today. It was beautiful yesterday. So I hope everybody's doing well, and I shall see you soon. Bye.